Hello YouTube, this is Bronx Wolf here. Gonna teach you how to make one of these. Your little Mortal Kombat arm, your little glove or arm guard, whatever you may call this. Um, First, you're gonna need some scissors, thread. Doesn't have to be this color. It can be black, dark gray, anything that's dark blue. And you're gonna need your needle, and you're also gonna need to use your iPod as measurement if you don't have any ruler. And then 2 pieces of the shoe box or any box you may have. This part is of the folding part when it goes in, whatever, or the bottom part of the box. And this is the other part that folds in the box. So what you're going to do is line up the iPod to measure it at the corner so that, and use your pen or whatever, measure it at the corner because it's going to be this big. So you're going to need to make it short. So that way it can look like this. And then, move around like that. So also, the other part of the cardboard I have lined up here. I don't know if you can see it on here, but yeah, I lined it up right here all the way into this side because you're not going to need all of the cardboard. You're just going to need the small part, which is this right here. Um, Also, you're going to need a scarf. You can have a black scarf, I guess, any kind of material of the scarf. So what you're going to do first is take your scissors. After you, right after you fold up the scarf evenly here, then what I did was use my thumb. See right here, use the tip of the thumb, and over here, and you'll cut right at the tip. See, like right here at the tip of your thumbs. That way you can go all the way and then have it even. So it should come out looking like this. Let me fix this up for you real quick. It'll come out looking like this. With this, you don't have to sew this part because it's already together of the scarf. So what you're going to do is sew around here. You're going to sew around here and all around here. Then you stop and tie it up, whatever you do. Then you put that aside. And don't forget to make 3 of those, or 6 because you're going to need it for the other glove. Um, Also from here, what you're going to do is open up the scarf like so. Put, where is it? Oh, here. Put this piece in first, but not too high up. Then you're going to fold the scarf right there, and then take this part of the scarf, fold it, and then take this part of the scarf and fold it. Then you line it up here. Then what you're going to do, you're going to take your needle and thread, and you're going to sew right at the edge, all the way right here, even if you have to go through this piece right here. It's going to be a little hard, but it'll go through. Then you sew right here. Then what you're going to do before you start sewing on this part is you look for the edge of the cardboard for the small piece. Then you take your needle and thread, and you tie a little knot over here. Then you go in, and then turn the other way around, then go in through there. It's like a in and out kind of situation, all the way till you get to this part to tie it up. but make sure that you do it close enough so that way the cardboard does not slip or slide. That way it can stay in place. So that way, when you're ready, you can, after you sewed up this part, you can put in the next cardboard. But remember to cut it right here and here before you start putting it in. Then you put it right inside as if you're tucking it in, because it's going to be sewed up there. Then you have it inside. Then you feel the edge. You feel the edge of this cardboard. Then you sew it up to here. But make sure that you cut where you feel that at the edge first. That way you can pull it a little bit and sew it in tight, up and down like the first part. Then you can sew into here. And after that, you take each of these pieces that I told you of, after they're sewn up, make sure that they're tied, they're sewn into the corner, but they don't have to be out all flat, because when you put it on, you're going to have it sticking out and it's not going to look right. So what you're going to do is pull the material a little bit from the corners, and then from that edge you'll sew it in, and then you'll do the same on this side by pulling this side in and sewing it from there. That way when you have the glove part right here, it bends a little bit so it can look like an actual glove or arm guard, whichever you call it. Then you do the second one. Let me get the cardboard. Since this will be inside in this part, you're going to take the second one of this and do the same, but here, not too close to the edge of where you were sewing, but a little bit further apart. And then tuck this part in, and then make sure it's tucked in so you can sew it at the edge here and sew at the edge here. And then what's going to happen is you'll do the same thing at the bottom part where it'll be sewn, and it'll look like this. Not like this, but you'll see when it's all covered up and whatever, the way you fold it this way and that way. You tuck this part in, and then you sew it to the edge, but not at the edge or here. You put it up a little bit here, then you sew over here while you're tucking it in. Then after that, you test it out, but make sure you make two of these for the last part, because depending on the size of your arm being like right here, you might need two, and so both edges of those here, and then you might have to, you know, sew it here and then make it a little bit bigger, which I had a little bit problem with doing also. Then it'll come out to look like this, or if you want a different view, it'll come out to look like this. And then where you sewed it from here is more bendable. That way you don't have to mess up the cardboard, so you just have two of them in there. So then it'll end up looking like this. See, just slip your hand inside and push this a little bit back so you can have some room to push it out, and then there you go. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share, whichever. Thank you very much.